Hey there, night dwellers. Join the Phantom Troupe for a serene escape into dreamland with enchanting sleep stories. Let the calming tales transport you to a world of peaceful slumber and restful nights.
Hey there, earthly adventurers. I'm Gabriel, your guide through the uncharted territories of mystery and ancient wonders right here on our home planet. It's a pleasure to have you on this journey with me. Tonight, we're diving into a thrilling exploration that intertwines tales of extraterrestrial intrigue and the enigmatic secrets of ancient civilizations. Before we immerse ourselves in this captivating narrative, take a moment to release the weight of the day's events. Inhale deeply, allowing the earthly concerns to fade away. Exhale, embracing the comforting calm that surrounds you. As we embark on this mysterious tale set on our own planet, picture yourself on the edge of anticipation, eager to unravel the secrets that Earth holds. The story we're about to unfold draws inspiration from real-life mysteries and unsolved legends, creating a tapestry of intrigue that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Feel the tension in your muscles dissipate with each breath. With the day behind you and a sense of relaxation setting in, let the excitement of Earth's unknown mysteries heighten your senses. Together, we'll navigate through the twists and turns of this suspenseful narrative right here on our home turf. Now, as the world around you fades away and the mystery unfolds on Earth, allow the soothing rhythm of my voice to guide you into a tranquil state. Stay tuned as we step into the mysterious unknown, where every moment holds the promise of revelation, right here on our familiar yet mysterious planet. Frank Smythe was a renowned British mountaineer, born on July 6, 1900, and known for his significant contributions to high-altitude climbing. His expeditions to the Himalayas, particularly Mount Everest, earned him a prominent place in the annals of mountaineering history. However, one aspect of his adventures that has intrigued many is his reported sighting of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, during one of his Everest expeditions in 1933. Smythe's passion for mountaineering began in his youth, and he quickly established himself as a formidable climber. By the early 1930s, he had participated in several major expeditions, gaining experience and recognition. His expeditions were characterized by meticulous planning, resilience, and a deep respect for the mountains. In 1933, Smythe joined an expedition to Mount Everest, which was, at the time, the ultimate challenge for climbers. The goal was to reach the summit, a feat that had yet to be accomplished. The expedition was well documented, and Smythe later recounted his experiences in his book, Camp 6, which provided a detailed narrative of the journey and his observations. The 1933 expedition to Mount Everest was led by Hugh Rutledge and included several experienced climbers. The team faced numerous challenges, including harsh weather conditions, difficult terrain, and the ever-present threat of avalanches. Despite these obstacles, the team made significant progress, reaching higher altitudes than many previous expeditions. Smythe's role in the expedition was crucial. His expertise in high-altitude climbing, combined with his physical endurance and mental fortitude, made him a key member of the team. As the expedition advanced, Smythe documented his experiences meticulously, providing valuable insights into the challenges and triumphs of the journey. It was during this expedition that Smythe reported an unusual sighting that has since become a topic of intrigue and speculation. The sighting occurred when Smythe was high on the slopes of Everest, taking a brief rest during one of the climbs. As he gazed out over the vast Himalayan landscape, he noticed something peculiar in the sky. Smythe observed two dark objects moving through the sky. He described them as disc-shaped, resembling what we now commonly refer to as flying saucers. The objects appeared to be moving in a deliberate and controlled manner, unlike any natural phenomenon Smythe had ever encountered. In his book Camp 6, Smythe recounted the sighting in detail. He wrote about the clear sky and the distinct appearance of the objects, noting that they did not resemble any known aircraft of the time. The objects were visible for several minutes before disappearing from sight, leaving Smythe puzzled and intrigued. Smythe was a rational and scientifically minded individual, known for his methodical approach to mountaineering. His initial reaction to the sighting was one of curiosity rather than fear. He considered various possible explanations, including weather balloons, birds, or optical illusions caused by the high altitude and atmospheric conditions. However, none of these explanations seemed to fit the characteristics of the objects he observed. Smythe's sighting has been analyzed and interpreted in various ways over the years. It is important to consider the context of the sighting, the technological limitations of the time, and Smythe's own credibility as a witness. In the early 1930s, the concept of UFOs was not as widespread as it became in the latter half of the 20th century. Reports of strange aerial phenomena existed, but they were often attributed to natural or man-made causes. The term flying saucer was not coined until 1947, following Kenneth Arnold's famous sighting in the United States. Smythe's sighting predates this terminology, making it one of the earlier recorded instances of disc-shaped objects in the sky. This context adds a layer of intrigue, as Smythe had no preconceived notions or cultural references influencing his description of the objects. In 1933, aviation technology was still in its relatively early stages. The idea of advanced disc-shaped aircraft was far from the reality of the time. Commercial and military aircraft were mostly propeller-driven, and the notion of something as advanced as what Smythe described was beyond the technological capabilities of the era. This technological context supports the argument that Smythe's sighting was not a misidentification of contemporary aircraft. The objects he described did not fit the profile of any known flying machines of the period. Frank Smythe's reputation as a meticulous and reliable observer lends credibility to his account. He was known for his attention to detail and his scientific approach to mountaineering. His observations and recordings during his expeditions were considered highly accurate and trustworthy. Smythe's lack of sensationalism in his report further enhances his credibility. He did not exaggerate or embellish the sighting. Rather, he presented it as an unexplained phenomenon that he could not easily categorize. His openness to considering various explanations also reflects his rational mindset. Despite Smythe's credibility, some have proposed natural explanations for the sighting. High-altitude conditions can create optical illusions and atmospheric phenomena that might appear unusual to observers. For example, lenticular clouds, which are lens-shaped clouds that form at high altitudes, can sometimes resemble disc-shaped objects. Another possibility is that Smythe observed birds or other natural objects that appeared distorted due to the thin air and lighting conditions at high altitudes. However, Smythe's detailed description of the object's movement and appearance makes these explanations seem less likely. The most intriguing interpretation of Smythe's sighting is the extraterrestrial hypothesis. Proponents of this view argue that Smythe may have witnessed advanced aerial vehicles of unknown origin, potentially from another world. This interpretation is supported by the object's disc-shaped appearance, controlled movement, and the lack of any known technological explanation. While the extraterrestrial hypothesis is speculative, it aligns with other reports of similar sightings throughout history. The consistency of disc-shaped objects in various UFO reports suggests a pattern that cannot be easily dismissed. Frank Smythe's UFO sighting has become a notable part of his legacy, adding a layer of mystery to his already remarkable life. His account has been referenced in numerous books, articles, and documentaries about UFOs and unexplained aerial phenomena. Smythe's sighting has been cited by UFO researchers as an early example of credible witnesses reporting disc-shaped objects. His detailed account provides valuable data for those studying the history and patterns of UFO sightings. It also highlights the need for a scientific approach to investigating such phenomena. Smythe's sighting occurred during a time when interest in unexplained aerial phenomena was growing. Although it did not receive widespread attention at the time, it has since been revisited in the context of the broader UFO phenomenon. Smythe's account contributes to the cultural narrative of mysterious objects in the sky and the possibility of extraterrestrial visitation. In his later years, Smythe continued to reflect on his sighting. He remained open to various explanations, but never conclusively identified the objects he saw. His willingness to consider the unknown and his commitment to documenting his experiences exemplify his inquisitive and open-minded nature. Frank Smythe's 1933 UFO sighting on the slopes of Mount Everest remains a fascinating and enigmatic event in the history of unexplained aerial phenomena. Smythe's detailed and credible account, combined with the historical and technological context, makes this sighting a significant case for those interested in UFO research. While natural explanations and the extraterrestrial hypothesis both offer possible interpretations, the true nature of the object Smythe observed remains unknown. His sighting serves as a reminder of the mysteries that still exist in our world, and the importance of approaching such phenomena with a combination of curiosity, skepticism, and scientific rigor.